That's all it is.
Yeah, honey, I know. I know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, honey. Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm about to go. Damn, yeah, it was only 1 or 2 pictures, and it was just cause. 10, yeah. It was 10. You counted them. Huh. Well, I liked them all because she had a fat ass. I gotta go. Love you, bye. Taking no shorts. Coming right up.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzy.
Yeah, let me fix the edit and get it straight. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Taking No Shorts podcast. I'm your host, Jay Grizzy Green,
Exactly.
aka Mr. Leave No Meat on the Biz Zone.
Exactly.
Some folks might give me a pause for that, but it's okay. It's just what also, aka Wanda's son,
Exactly.
aka Jenny's grandson,
Exactly.
aka my wife's husband,
Exactly.
and aka my kids' dad, father, man of the house type shit.
Exactly.
And I'll get to y'all little Z's and alphas and all that later on in the podcast. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody checking out the content that I got for you. If you're wondering where you can find this, you can find this at the following channels: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at Taking No Shorts Pod. Because I'm a bit of a Southerner, I'll phonetically spell that out for you. That's TakinNoShortspod. And then also where you get your podcast at Taking No Shorts Pod, what I just spelled. Episode 94 for y'all. I'm here. If you've been from episode 1 to 94, then you'll see the change and the growth. But this is a little different. Like Grizzly ain't suited and booted tonight.
Exactly.
Talking about practice. Not a game.
A bullshit?
Yeah, he not doing that. He got on his Yankee fitted and he's matching. And I'm gonna tell you, because I got the monitor over there and I got y'all right here. Like this is when it's being recorded, game 4 has already been decided in Indianapolis in the Midwest. I put out on my social media a long time ago when we was in the Celtics series, in the Boston series. I was like, Spike, I don't know if you're in Cairns. Oh, hold on. Let me say it phonetically for the intelligent people so y'all know. When you're in Cairns, when you're in Cannes or when you're in France or when you're on the Mediterranean, bro, you could have stayed over there. Because once you got, and I love Spike Lee. I love everything that Spike Lee puts out. Matter of fact, make sure y'all go check out. I saw it on Apple TV uh, yesterday, as a matter of fact. He's got a new project out with Denzel Washington leading the role. I'm going to watch it when it comes out. I want to say it's August 1st or late summer, but make sure y'all go check out his project. But God damn, Spike, don't show up at no more Knicks games. Like everybody's. I mean, and here's what I'll say. To be fair, I will kowtow to you, Mr. Spike Lee, because you've been a Knick fan longer than I've been a Knick fan. My platform is say I've only been a Knick fan since '94. You've been a Knick fan since birth, so you probably got me like by like 30 years. You dig? But I know from what I know, like you need to stay away from any nigga. You need to watch that shit in the house. Cause every time you show up, man, we do not. Oh, I'm gonna have a. Oh, I'm gonna just have a little bit of my Diet Coke because I got sugar, so I gotta. Anyway, I love Spike Lee, but as like I'm sure, my oldest son says, we are like the New York Knicks is like the Dallas Cowboy fan, and I refute it. Nigga, you didn't put me. That's
A bullshit?
We are not that team in Texas. Ain't no comparison. Ain't no comparison. Okay. And the reason why there's no comparison is because I and a lot of Knicks fans know what it is. And we know what it ain't. And we know that it ain't that. All right. So I'm gonna just leave that part there. But for Spike, I appreciate your fandom. I appreciate your movies. But my nigga, like you guys to stay away when games need to be won. Cause you the only common denominator. Short of the players, short of the starting five or whoever Tibbs played, like he played 10 the other night just so you could stay away. It's like God, like he was like, Spike, stay there. Stay there. Like the only thing I can hang my head on now is the Yankees. You know? And I'm to be fair, because I know a lot of folks will see the content and motherfuckers do research. You think, let me tell y'all, people think people don't go into your content and don't see who you is. They do. First of all, I'm representing RVA to the fullest.
Exactly.
And I'm representing my family and my kids and my wife to the fullest.
Exactly.
That's first and foremost. All right. But just through my life experiences, because the black man can't have an experience and the world need to hear about it. They're going to try to suppress that off top. Okay. So I got to extrapolate on that a little bit further. So, because of the experiences I've had, I got to uplift everything that I touch. Cause who knows how y'all go fugaze everything afterwards. So I grew up in Virginia. In the early 90s, I moved to Brooklyn, New York, Sunset Park to be exact. A movie came out about that basketball team back in the day in the 90s. I want to say the late 90s, but back in, I lived there in the early to mid 90s. And I fell in love with the city. I loved the energy. I loved the Knicks. I loved everything it had to offer. Things didn't work out for me in the city, not for because I couldn't handle the city. It was just because I was in a different situation. And I came back to VA, but I kept that energy. And then I linked up. Shout out to Marcus J.
Exactly.
I linked up with a lot of cats from that part of the country. And I found out like people that I'm related to migrated to Harlem, to Long Island, and we got there. So I'm gonna give a big shout out to my cousin chilling down in Florida, Deshaun Walter Evans.
Exactly.
Your flowers, brother. Doing big things. And that's through ancestry.com. And I put that out there, but I'm just saying, like, so I didn't know what it was. And so I went online, I did the knowledge, I did the research. And it's funny how things put stuff in connection to one another. You did?
Exactly.
Because before, and not to drag all of this out, because I only have a certain amount of time to capture your attention, and I'll clip it up for y'all. And if you happen to get episode 94, thank you. The only thing that I ask for you to do is either tell a friend. No, don't tell nobody, because if you tell them, there's no evidence that I know you did it. So share. Hashtag or a like is fine. I'll appreciate that. And a comment is fine. I appreciate that. But this thing needs to grow exponentially. So share this or physically tell a friend and employ or imply. I don't know. You can't employ because I ain't paying nobody to plug this shit. But imply them to hey, check out your boy. So my cousin Walt, he's right now. He is. This is the beauty of this, right? So I didn't know who my biological dad was for about 25 years. I say a quarter of a century of my life. So half of my life I didn't know. And then when I knew, I was just like, okay, I'm Gucci though. You did?
Exactly.
Thank you, Sheik. Sheiky baby, not the original Sheik, because I'm a big wrestling fan as well. And so you have to work your way through all of that. And thank God that my mom, being the wonderful, and let's be clear, I will not take no ill disrespect or no besmirchment to my mother in these comments when this episode drops or when it drops. But I give my shit went out. I give so much credit to my mom. I got a technical issue here. Test. All right, there we go. I had the headphone. I couldn't hear myself after a while, so let me get myself together. So yeah, so I don't. We all, especially Black folk, African Americans, however you want to call us, we know what it is. If you was lucky to educate yourself on the history of the African in America, you know our circumstances. So I was lucky and fortunate, and through the grace of God, was able to understand that. And so when I became a man and I started wondering to get knowledge of self and all that, I was just like, okay, I need to know some stuff. I need to know why I rock the way I rock, And then some stuff wasn't adding up and that's what happens. Like to the folks that are and if you picking up what I'm putting down,
Exactly.
you understand the circumstances that I'm laying out. Like some stuff don't add up, and because it don't add up, you start searching. And some folks search that way. I don't know. I don't even know if that's the left. I'm looking over there, but I need to be looking right here. That's a macho man, Randy Savage type shit. Like he's like you're thinking. But some stuff go there, some stuff go there. The folks that go there, I don't judge. First of all, I don't never judge nobody. To be clear,
Exactly.
Holy Jesus.
that's not for me as a brother who got red stuff coming out his body. That ain't for me to do. That I'm gonna leave that to something higher than me to do, and that's to judge. Okay, I can't. I don't even understand. I mean, I can't wrap my head around the judgment thing here on North America or the United States. I can't do that. Well, no, I can, but and I'll get there. But once you get past that, you're like, okay, shit ain't adding up. So somebody got to give me some game. Somebody got to give me the real. Somebody got to lay it down for me. You did. And so I said, well, if nobody gonna do it, I got to go get out. I got to go out here and get it. I got to go out here and see what it is. And when I saw what it was, I was just like, okay. So that's a unique experience. So I wanted to give a big shout out to everybody who sees, hears, or gets this content and has come through those type of experiences where you had to find yourself in spite of your dad.
Exactly.
So that's all Taking No Shorts is. Well, part of what Taking No Shorts is. Taking No Shorts came about because, you know, when my mother transitioned, I said, because of the woman that she is, I was like, ain't no way you are not going to be lifted up based off of I'm here. So that's first and foremost. I'm here. And I got sisters and brothers, and shout out to my sisters and brothers. You know, I love my sister. She's going through something right now, and I want to pull. I'm pulling for her 1,000 and a bazillion %. And I know she's gonna pull through because she came from the same mama I came from, and my other sister and my other brother. I would be remiss if I couldn't keep, because I was the oldest. So I'm firstborn. Yeah, dude. So I gotta keep. Oh, let me show y'all. Diet Coke. I gotta. They say don't drink on the air, and I see red cups. I see all kinds of shit on the algorithm in this universe that we live in right now. So, if y'all don't know, go shout out to the homie Jet I want to. It's Jet Music and Fly Jet. Jet, you got so much. Jared Jet Thompson is his name. I got on his fashion wear, his varsity jacket. I copped it when I saw it. I was like, oh, Jet, you Jet Music, JETMUSIK. I hope I'm gonna tag you, but in the link and all that. But I hope I got it right. But Jet, hey man, you got something going on. Salute to you. I appreciate it. I got on his attire, but I wanted to say, like, for folks who you got to have something to strive for. no matter what the circumstances is, you got to be happy that you're here, you're breathing oxygen. You dig? Like some folks not.
Exactly.
And if you don't know what oxygen is and you don't have an appreciation for it, okay, it's okay. It's okay. But that's what I'm here for. Couple of things I wanted to get off for episode 94 Taking No Shorts podcast, especially during the last week of May 2025. This is a big, big day, a big, big week for your boy Jay Grizz, aka Mr. Leave No Meat on the Bone. I wanted to give first of all, I put a post out on the socials how I'm feeling like Big Unk today, this week. I am. Hold on. My muscles, my wife say, yo, hold on. Let me do like big wrestling fan. So let me do like the Bucks do on AEW. Hold on, the angle's not right. Feeling big, feeling strong. Pause. I gotta say pause when I say I'm feeling. Well, then again, I might not, but yo, this week, today to be exact, I'm recording it today, but by the time it's come out, it might be during the week because, you know, my time is valuable. Hold on, yeah. I don't know which one I want to hit. I want to hit. My time is valuable. That's an inside joke between me and the missus, but okay. This week is the month of May is crazy for Jay Grizzy and his family, and if you bear with me, I'll tell you. Okay, one of my homeboys I grew up with, Sandbox Brothers. His birthday started off the month, May 1st, right? Then one of my homegirls that I grew up and kicked it with through high school, her birthday is like a week later. Then my son's uncle, hashtag brother-in-law, half brother-in-law, his birthday is that same week. My sister, I'm the oldest, but my sister under me, so 2 years younger than me. Love you, sis. I appreciate you. I ain't gonna put your government out there because I know you love your privacy. But her birthday is a week before mine. Okay. Then my birthday comes, right? Then we got a week of a reprieve, and I'm just only 3 weeks into the month of May, right? And then after that, I have, or we have in our family, we got Memorial Day. Then we got my Uncle Keith's birthday.
Exactly.
Right? Then we got my cousin Ricky birthday.
Exactly.
Shout out to Rick. Then I got my auntie, my second mom, Debbie Lou birthday.
Exactly.
Then we got my niece's Noah's birthday.
Exactly.
Then we got this year. On top of that, we got my nephew Asar's graduation.
Exactly.
Shout out to Asar. Asar, I'm gonna send you this, and you can be like, I want some anyway. But no. So and then at the end of May, I'm sorry. And then I got my main man, my son that then moved out the crib first. You know, Black Gen Xers, we know when the first kid moved out the house, we talking business.
Exactly.
My son, who's a big time boxing fan, Joshy, his birthday is tomorrow, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all give him the shout outs. And he came chaos. If I had to pull it up, Joshy, I'm gonna see if you get some shout outs here. So KAOS. Yeah. Oh, that's not. Oh yeah. It's chaos 6113 underscore. He got hell. He got more followers than the podcast. So tomorrow is my son Josh's birthday, aka on IG Chaos. That's K, the letter K, A Alpha O October. I don't even know how the military say the O. October, September 6113, and then an underscore. I'm gonna follow him, and I requested it because that's a good segue, by the way. I'm a black Gen Xer, you dig?
Exactly.
And I'm a black man involved. I'm a black dad. First of all, I'm a black dad before I'm a black man. Coach Zero. I ain't gonna. But I was so proud of the black man that I helped raise, and to be their dad, to be their father, to be the man in their life, to be the man that they look up to be the man, the standard, and how Tom would say I'm still a fan. The standard is the standard.
Exactly.
But hey, Mr. Mike Tomlin, Newport News, Hampton, born in the 757. Let me let you know something as a fan. And the NFL, I'm gonna let you know something as a business. Like, hey, we can't have that season we had last year no more. And whether that guy comes or not, we cannot have. So I'm off tangent, guys, but that's because I'm not live. So I am so in your corner, sir. As a fan, Nick, no. Like, we rooting for you. I'm not only from the state, but I'm also a fan of the team. I didn't contributed money to them peoples. So give me something to work with, okay? Give me something to work with this year, because another one of them said the NFL stands for not for long. And we have you as our head coach. Never mind, because I know I did a Ryan Clark RG3 post a couple days ago, so I'm not gonna do your thing, bro. I got you.
Exactly.
All right, so this week is crazy for me and my family, because it's a lot going on. It's birthdays, anniversaries, graduations and stuff. And so I put a post out, and I felt like I was big unk this week, and I feel so good. It's nothing wrong with being unk.
Exactly.
It's nothing, especially as a black man. I don't even know white folk or other cultures or other races do this, but unk in our state, in our space in 2025, it's nothing wrong. I'm tagging it, but it's nothing wrong with that. That's what we wanted to aspire to. Look, my uncles, when I grew up, they was all over the place. So and if you didn't have a daddy in the house, the uncles or the cousins was the first nigga that you was rocking with. So look, be appreciative of, well, I don't want to say be appreciative, because that's a little too far, and the edit's gonna be like it and like it is. But be understand that as a black man in America in 2025, there's certain spaces. Oh, why is this right here? I don't like that right here. I'm sorry, folks. Let me. Yeah, let's do this. This is in the wrong place.
Yeah, honey, I know. I know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Hold
I don't know
on
why,
1 second.
but the icon over there.
Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm about to go.
Yeah. That icon was small.
Yeah, it was only 1 or 2 pictures.
Maybe because I put it in HD tonight. But that icon and
It was 10. You
regular
counted.
stuff was
Well, I
not
liked them
where it
all because
was.
she had a fat. I
This
gotta
is the
go.
beauty
Love you, bye.
of
Taking no shorts. Coming
recording.
right up.
We'll take a pause because I gotta pee, and I'll be right back here. Taking no shorts.
We talking about practice.
Thanks for taking the time
not a
out to
game,
listen
not
to
a
Taking
game,
No Shorts
not a
podcast.
game.
We'll be
We
right
talking
back
about
in
practice.
Hey yo, by the time this podcast, if it clears everybody's shit, let's give flowers to the King of Pop. 2000, 2001. Before y'all forget. Sing it, man. It is so wrong. So wrong. So invalid. Let me stop my playlist. What happened to him? I remember. Hold on. Hold on. Fantasia. This gonna have to play in the background while I talk about the King of Pop. Because when that news broke back in I want to say 2008 or 2009, it might have been 2010. I mean, the fandom as a black Gen Xer.
Exactly.
It was almost to the white folk. It's like Elvis died. That's the equivalent. Because I remember I was old enough, I was young enough or old enough, however you want to put it. But I was around when in '77, the summer of '77, when Elvis died, and y'all was. And so that's how we felt. That's how black folk felt when we got the news. You dig? So, to his family, continue to rest in paradise. And, a little bit of, hold on, let me stop you, Fantasia, for a second. For a little bit that I know of the entertainment game, shit could get tricky very, very easily. Especially and especially if you ain't in control or you didn't get introduced to it, you ain't even asked for it. So I ain't here to call nothing on that whole situation with the King of Pop, Michael Jackson. I don't even know his name. I want to say Michael Jeffrey Jackson because I think Michael Jordan's name is Michael Jeffrey Jordan, but I don't know what Michael Jackson's middle name is. But I know I was named after one of his brothers because my aunt. The story is either my aunt or my mama had a crush on because when they was coming up, Michael was a kid, but it was Jermaine who was the oldest or the big or whoever they was crushing on. And so when I was coming out the womb, they named me after him. And I was like, that nigga now got finger waves.
Exactly.
Juicy finger waves. And I'm wholly bald. Like, y'all just missed that boat altogether. Like, they totally missed that boat. But I'll take the name because I'd rather have the name, a name, or a name. I think I might have said a name 3 times, than not have a name at all. So thank you, Mom, and thank you, Auntie Debbie Lou. All right. Moving forward with episode 94, Taking No Shorts podcast. I was talking about earlier before I went to the break about how it was cool to be Unc because today is a very special day. This week is the last week of May. The whole month of May has been crazy for your man. And that's like, and when I say your man, I was thinking like, yo, I'm a black Gen Xer, you dig?
Exactly.
Ain't no need for me to say your boy no more. I'm a whole ass man. I'm not no boy. Varsity jacket and all, but I'm not a boy. So um your man's is saying that the month of May has been crazy for me, and I love it because if it wasn't for that month, I would not be born. I would not be put out in this universe, and then my loved ones, my family, my kinfolk, and everything. Maybe they not been born. Maybe they not had the celebrations they did. So, um, I wanted to touch on that a little bit. Um, I don't know, and then as I get into the rest of the pod, I don't know if anybody ever had this happen, but if you ever woke up feeling some kind of way.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I don't know. I celebrated birthday on May 16th, and ever since then, being a black Gen Xer, I don't. I've been feeling some kind of way, and it's a weird way to describe it, but and then you don't want to. I don't know how I can this whole logo over here. Hold on. This whole logo right here. That logo is too big. And before, I think it's because I put it in 4K, and so that's why it's like that. But it's fucking with me. So I don't know if anybody has got a psychology or psychiatrist degree to say what that is. I think it's attention deficit. But this is the second half of the podcast where I'm just going to lay out. So y'all bear with me. Yeah, like I talked about it in episode 93, being that this is episode 94, Taking No Shorts podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe anywhere where you find the content. I should have said this in the beginning when I came back in, but the content can be found at the following channels: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at Taking No Shorts Pod. The clips can be found on IG and TikTok at Taking No Shorts Pod. Phonetically, that's spelled TAKINNOSHORTS It's my wife has nachos waiting for me. I can't wait to get to them because I'm so hungry. But I'm gonna give you guys what you've been looking for or what you've been wanting to hear. Hold on. I ain't even got that yet, so I'm gonna humble myself. What I think y'all is on, and I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. You dig?
Exactly.
Thank you, Shiki. But yeah, when you celebrate a birthday where I'm celebrating my birthday at, birthdays hit different. Go back to episode 93. This is episode 94, but birthdays hit different. And I talked about how in the last 10 years, my life has been different and experiences of my life. Nobody can prepare. I don't even think it's unique to me. Nobody can prepare you for the last 10 years in America. Okay, let me clip that and give it exactly for that.
Exactly.
Nobody could have prepared you for the 2016, and here we are in 2025. I'll say even further back than that. Nobody could have told you this living in America. Living in a man, if y'all don't give James Brown, the godfather of soul, His Flowers. Living in America. James Brown said, eye to eye, making decisions. Think about it. Now, if you were born after 1984, when this song came out, you're not, I don't even know. Let me look up Living in America. I'm going to give that to y'all real quick. Okay. So we just go segue into this part of the podcast tonight. Share screen. Share. Let's do this. All right. Let me get back to this screen if it will let me do it. I hashtag the podcast as Black Gen X and Gen X and everything. So this part should resonate with a lot of folks. Living in America, song by James Brown. And then we're going to pull up. Damn, look how greasy this nigga look. 1985. All right. So that's what it looked like. Y'all see me right here. Because this is where my logo should be. Hiding my whole hiding my whole identity from y'all niggas, so y'all don't see how y'all can fuck up everything and troll me. But it's okay. That's what I get for being fancy. 1985, Living in America, written by James Brown. And look at the lyrics, guys. I'll knock it out this. Woo, super highways, coast to coast, easy to get anywhere. Hold on. I'm about to read y'all. I'm about to sing Living in America right now as y'all see the lyrics from Google. Living in America. And then we'll wrap up the pod because I know y'all attention span is all of Jesus Christ. I can't even spell right. I just want to get to the nachos my wife made. Because they probably are going to be good. And I don't probably, they're going to be good. And I'm so hungry. And I'm mad that my Knicks are down 3-1 as I try to find this. But hey, I told my oldest son, we could win 3 in a row. We could win 3 in a row, and it would take a effort, but we could do it. And I'm a believer. Living in America. That song is 85 to 25 is 40 years. So that song is 40 years old. And when I tell you guys, please pay attention, because if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it, or you cannot learn from it, and you need to know where you is, okay? In the universe, all right? I'm gonna try to read the lyrics as y'all hear it, and as I take a sip of my yak and Coke. Sing it, James. Oh, I'm so old. You gotta have a band. The band is important. Superhighways, coast to coast, easy to get anywhere. He talking about the 50s, Eisenhower. On the train, overload. And just how you feel when there's no destination too far. somewhere in the way, you might find out who you are. Oh, living in America. I'll highlight it. Eye to eye, station to station, living in America. Hand to hand, across the nation, living in America. Got to have a celebration. Rock my soul. All right, I'm gonna pause that right there. All right, I'm gonna pause that right there. This is the Godfather of Soul singing a song about living in America and praising America. It sounds to me, even when I off key sing the song to y'all, he's praising the ability to live in America. Would anybody feel like that today, even without the propaganda that's going on right now? I'm not even going to. Y'all can see the rest. Smokes, let me get this shit off of here because I can't. No, I can't fuck with it like that. Where we live in 2025, even when Ronald Reagan was the president in 1985 and James Brown was singing "Living in America," I have not been feeling like that with America in the background and all that. No, I don't feel like that today. That's just my take. Let me get the rest of my notes up because I don't want to go too long for you guys because I know, again, attention spans. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I was feeling some kind of way and I've been bouncing around, so I hope I clip it up. And if it comes out like it does, it does. I'm a big music fan, big music lover. This week, birthday week was last week, but as I was going into the week, like, I got, where is a music store, by the way?
Exactly.
Like, where is other than in RVA, I hope Plan 9 is still around because I was a big music guy as a Black Gen Xer coming up, and I went to Plan 9 in Carytown to get my music. And I hope Plan 9 is still around. Let me look them up real quick. If they not, Plan 9 has been around in the RVA for quite a while. Yeah, there we is. They still there. Thank God. Yeah, they got a website and all that. I need to go in there and, I need a big shout out to Plan 9, man. Hold on, let me get them their flowers. Real shit. I could tell you so many albums I bought in that store living in the West End of RVA, Richmond, Virginia, and going in and getting music all the way up into the early aughts, and it's something to say for physically buying an album, looking at the linear notes and looking at the album art and all that. I wasn't old enough to see the albums for the 70s and early 80s and even the. I think to give you a story for the internet. My first album I bought from Plan 9 in the RVA in Richmond, Virginia. I give you three that I bought. I walked up Cary Street about, let me see, 6 to 10 blocks. I walked up Cary Street, and I'll give you three albums as a Black Gen Xer that I physically went in and bought. Hand to God. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
Exactly.
MC Hammer. Easy Does It by Easy E.
Exactly.
And the Stop the Violence conglomerate. I don't even know what that name of the album was. Like, Stop the Violence. I think that's what was the name of the Boogie Down song by. It says song by Boogie Down Productions. So, and I bought BDP from from Plan 9. But those are the first 3 albums that comes to mind that I bought from Plan 9 on cassette. Put it in my Walkman, walk back down Curry Street, 6 to 10 blocks, and rock that shit out, my nigga.
Exactly.
Everything else I got from Video Soul. Shout out to Donnie Simpson, BT, MTV Raps, and all that. But if you wanted to back then, as a Black Gen Xer, if you wanted to listen to music and you couldn't catch it, or on the TV or the radio, you had to go to the record store. The record store now is on your phone where Apple Music is. So I was listening to Apple Music the other day. I was playing my video games. I was trying to switch up the algorithm. I had to, for me, video games was Super Nintendo, playing my brother on Street Fighter, and playing the homie Slim on Madden, all that on the Super Nintendo or the first PlayStation. And I was just into the music, and for me, let me get back because I'm about to go off topic here for a second. I don't want to do that because y'all will lose me. In the music type shit, like I was playing a PlayStation 5. I don't even know what generation PlayStation 5 is. So from a PlayStation 1, I want to say if the 2 is the second, it's the 5th generation video games now. So that lets you know. The numbers might be off, but I was playing a video game, and the video game doesn't require you to hear the sounds of the video game, so it allows you to hear a soundtrack or hear music in the background while you're playing the game. So and it's not like Minecraft, because I know the Z's and the alphas, that's the type of game where you gotta, but it's a strategy game. It's all, and I could play music while I'm playing the game, because the music wanted to take away from the game or distract, and I could play Apple Music because that's where all of my music is at right now. And I put it on a playlist, and this playlist, I mean, it's been a while, guys, and I wish I could extrapolate or exaggerate a little bit longer, but I don't want to bore you guys with my Gen X stuff. So I put it on a playlist because it reached out to me, and I want to say it was either chill or alternative chill. It was one of those curated shits. Like we are now in a place where the data, however you want to pronounce it, they can make this shit for you. And the next thing I hear is, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. And I say, is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is? Is this Taylor Swift? My Knicks just took a L. I am in my feelings. I don't even need to say pause for that. And I'm trying not to feel what that game made me feel. And I put on the little playlist, and the algorithm put on Taylor Swift, who is a big time pop artist. And I remember hearing a song, because you hear the song, if you anywhere in the world, you're gonna hear the song. It's me, hi, I'm the problem. It's me, from a chick perspective. And then if you ever been on the algorithm, you play the song keeps the vibes going like that. For real. Then here come Billie Eilish. And I ain't know, honestly, the song I knew How I know Billie Eilish is from a song from a rapper who said, Billie Eilish. I didn't even know who this chick was. When I heard her sing and her voice and the music that she produces or puts out, I was just like, I could see how my kids, because again, I got from millennial to Z or Alpha. I don't even know how to. Shout out to the homie Marcus J's daughter. She graduated as well from. Hold on, let me fix that. From college, I want to say it was last week because it's college graduation. And I remember it was years ago, but I remember he brought her to the studio when internet radio or podcast and was just burgeoning, and she was maybe in elementary school. I don't know. So salute, bro. Congratulations. This weekend I'm going to another homeboy of mine's T. Fine. His daughter's graduating this year, going to college and everything. So it's a big part. I love graduation season. You know, it's a beautiful part of life where everything is ahead of you and everything is shit could go left too. So if you ain't got somebody in your corner like that, you could easily, that's I don't want to make it negative, but you could easily. But for folks who say we as black folk, we you know we not new to the circumstances of the country. Yeah, they like we yeah like we know what it is and we know what we need to do. We are now 50 and then 100 and then whatever the years is better off than where we were before. And but there's never not enough work to do because we got those cats out there. So back to the Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift. So I woke up some kind of way today. And my God put, first of all, he gave me the ability, God gave me a day that I open my eyes, breathe oxygen in this on this earth, and my feet touched solid ground. I wasn't floating. No way. I wasn't a ghost. I wasn't a bird. I was a human being that God made that my feet touched solid ground. And I said to myself, thank you. Because I know there are some who couldn't do what I just did. Breathe in oxygen, step feet on solid ground, walk forward. And I go out, I make money for my family, I love my family and all that. Y'all know what the deal is.
Exactly.
But then that life comes into me, you know, and I'm saying to myself, like, wow, I just celebrated a birthday last week. I have my son's birthday, my niece's birthday, my nephew's graduation. I got stuff that I got to handle, I got to take care of. Whew. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, creator of the universe. Because in spite of, I was able to experience all of that on top of Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift. Two totally different artists. But for some odd reason, the universe put that stuff in my ear. And I'm sitting there saying, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I can see how she could sell out, just like Beyonce. First of all, don't compare artists. Everybody got their own thing. As a former open mic comic and now aspiring podcaster and Black Gen X husband, dad, and all that. Like everybody, don't poo poo on nobody's shit. You know,
Exactly.
don't do that. You're a hater. You're a fucking hater if you do that. Beyonce first, but that Taylor Swift on her ass. I can see why Kanye say, "Wait a minute," and I don't even want to. That motherfucker is off the rails. He is really. I mean, he is off the rails. Big time Kanye music connoisseur, contributed. I don't even say fan because fan is some sucker shit. Like I just appreciated his art, and I'm like, now I can't appreciate shit this fool's saying. So I'm gonna leave that right there.
Talking about practice.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
And it happens because of the way I grew up. Like I remember the first when I was coming up in music, the '80s was Prince, Michael Jackson as a black guy, as a black man, a black kid. Prince, Michael Jackson, Rick James, Teddy Pendergrass. That's the Jackson. Like that's my shit, right? Not until Columbia House sent us some shit and we got all these white boy albums for a penny. I was fucking with Billy Joel. I was fucking with Hall and Oates. I was fucking with Foreigner. I was fucking with Phil Collins. Pause on all the fucking ways, but listening to. And my world of music opened. And fast forward, I want to say 86, 87, Phil Collins and Philip Bailey is on the same album. She's an easy lover. She grab a hold on you if you leave it. Like no other. She bring it right on knees. So to give the audience context, that's my musical spectrum, so to speak. But for the last maybe since I was married, say 20 years. So from the early 2000s up until now, I really have not been paying attention to popular culture music. I've been in my you know sometimes you contract as you get older. Some people expand. I expanded early and then I contracted. So um, as I got older and got into family life, my kids was listening to all this rap, this young people rap, this mumble rap and all that, and this emo rap. And I was just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, I think here's what my wife would say. You checked out with Maroon 5.
Exactly.
The second Maroon 5 album is when I checked out of music outside of hip hop or pop music. So to hear Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift today, knowing that they probably been putting out music probably for the last 10 years, it was refreshing, and I was in my fields, and I was just like, I get it. I could see how the disease and the alphas rock with them. So I don't hate, don't never hate. I appreciate the artistry that these ladies are putting out. Keep putting it out. I'll listen to it. It's good shit. So hey, I and the problem is me. That's what all husbands say. Hey, it's me. Taylor Swift, you got it all fucked up. And the problem is me. I fucked up. um, then I'll wrap it up on some music shit. As I pour me another Diet Coke. I was thinking about this before doing episode 94, Taking No Shorts pod. Here we are in 2025, right? I don't even know what the score is in I think it's OKC. If I can get it up, hold on. I think OKC in Minnesota playing tonight. As a Knicks fan, I'm highly disappointed in the Knicks game yesterday. So as this is rolling out, it's they had commercials, so I'll mute that so that nobody see it. Um, but again, we could win 3 in a row. We could win. I might have to hit the electronic J. Oh, hit the vape J a little bit, but we could win 3 in a row. Yeah, they. Um, yeah, OKC playing Minnesota, and I don't even know what the score is, but they finna show me down here. And then I see Ant passing it out. Hold on. Because I gotta get back. I gotta get back to the show notes. The show notes tell me what to talk about. All right. OKC beat Minnesota 83-57 in the third quarter with 2:45 left in the third quarter. God damn, y'all couldn't even show up. Okay, well, they ain't no. I can't talk shit, so I ain't because there's trolls everywhere. It's a wrap up episode 90. What did I say? Episode 94. Taking No Shorts Pod. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe anywhere where you find your favorite podcast. But you can catch this at the following video outlets or channels: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and then clips at IG and Twitch. IG and TikTok, all at Taking No Shorts Pod. That's spelled TAKINNOSHORTSPOD. Shout out to the girl that beat me in fourth grade for the spelling bee. I think I won it, and I don't know how, but I think I'll cheat it for her.
Exactly.
They gave me a hard ass word, gave her an easy one. There's like spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and then they gave homegirl spell cat. I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's the story of the black man in America. Like, get the fuck out of here. So all right. Anyway, I'll leave y'all with this. I'm gonna tag it because I was thinking about this before I hit the record button tonight. Hey man, we about 30 years into the Wu-Tang album that came out, and I'm on Wu-Tang album. Albums. So let me get y'all straight on this first, okay? The albums for the Wu-Tang. Enter the 36 motherfucking Chambers, 1993. Okay? So let me pull that off now that I got the year. We're in 2025. 93 is, let me get my calculator out. This is crazy. Hold on. Hold on. 2025 minus 1993. 30. Oh my Jesus. It's been 32 years since Enter the Wu-Tang came out, and that's some Black Gen X shit.
Exactly.
For y'all. You make sure if you're a good parent or a bad parent, your thumbs up or thumbs down as a parent. If you didn't teach your kids about Wu-Tang, I saw a reel or post on social media where the dad was singing Wu-Tang, Ghostface to be specific, lyrics, and he had his kids on the technology, like mimicking. I want to say it was Lord Sear that shared it. Shout out to Lord Sear. on Shade 45 on Sirius XM. He shared it on his platform, and I didn't get the cat who did it, but they was rapping and they were karaokeing. Karaokeing. That's 5 syllables. You did
Exactly.
a Wu-Tang song with his kids 32 years after the fact or after the song dropped. And that's how you know the ish is a classic. It's a classic. That whole album is a classic. And so with that, 32 years later, I said to myself, hey, if I could pull up the quote, did I close it? Okay, I didn't close it. Whew, Jesus. I want my nachos. My nachos are over there. Which Wu-Tang, hold on, let me take this. Which Wu-Tang MC had the best rhymes and flow, or which Wu-Tang MC rhymes and flow aged best? We had 32 years later. I don't want, if the internet and the trolls are going to say, you pitting, you can't choose this, that, and the third. But if you're a true hip hop head, you're a true Gen Xer.
Exactly.
If you're a true Wu-Tang fan, you're not pitting any MC in that clan against any other MC because they were all dope. But if you had to ask me and I had a gun put to my head and you had to say aged, that is age is a verb, adverb. So you kind of like changing the dynamic. As an English, shout out to Joyce Stanley Scott, my English teacher from back in the day. You kind of change the dynamic of the question. It's not a somebody's better than somebody. It's which one aged better. You're looking back and looking forward at the same time. You did.
Exactly.
Talking about practice.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's what we're doing. We are looking back and looking forward. And if you had to ask me, back 32 years ago, gotta thank you, Lord, for giving me that foresight. To look back at it, back then, it was Meth and Raekwon. Today, I'm going with Jizza and Inspector Deck.
Exactly.
Aged. Which one grew as 32 years as a Wu-Tang fan, hip hopper, I ain't gonna say backpacker, but just a true hip hop head. Like, which Wu-Tang MC aged better from 93 to 2025? I just gave it. Back then, nobody could touch Method Man. Nobody could touch Raekwon. Though maybe because, and honorable mention to ODB.
Exactly.
Because those are the albums that first dropped when back in 93 to 95. Yeah, 93 to 95, 96. So for that 3-year period, those are the albums that dropped. But which ones aged? Which ones aged better 32 years later? And if you go on your whatever your devices or whatever, I'll find it. Shout out to the production. Jizza does not get. I'm gonna wrap up the podcast tonight with the Jizza. Yeah, sing it, Joseph. I say sing it. Let me get the Yankee fitted real quick before I wrap up. Age, ladies and gentlemen. That's not to besmirch anything that the Wu-Tang put out from 1993 up until today, to the very moment. But goddamn, as a black Gen Xer, that shit was hidden. And for that, thank you, Jizza. Thank you, Inspector Dat. Thank you, Ghostface Killer. I bought every album except for those middle joints. I don't want to besmirch that, but it's just because of the economics at the time. Shout out to the whole clan, you did. I was a big time fan, big time. I was mad that I think my son seen y'all at the concert when y'all came to VA, and I was mad because I couldn't be there with him to enjoy that concert. So I give y'all flowers while y'all here. Big time hip hop rap group. If they not inducted into the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll or Hip Hop Hall of Fame, they need to be. I'm gonna wrap up tonight because I got nachos waiting for me. First of all, congratulations, big time to my nephew Asar Elahi graduating in the class of 2025. Nephew, salute. I love you. The world is yours. The world is your oyster. It's right there in front of you. All you got to do is go grab it. Don't take nothing. That's all said. Take no shorts. You did.
Exactly.
Happy birthday to my niece, Noah. She, happy 16th birthday. I told her, I said, I'm so proud of you today. For 16, usually for a young sister, young girl, is like a debutante age, like you stepping into your womanhood. And I look forward, I told her, I said, I look forward to being your uncle, being your big uncle in your corner, pulling for you. And being your biggest supporter, your biggest shout for you as you go forward in this life. There's nothing greater, bigger than seeing young folks, young black kids, young black people succeed and reaching these levels of life. Like, the reason I say this is because, man, it did wonders for me when I was coming up. So I just got to keep it moving. I know what it is. I know who I came from. I know who put it down before me. So that's just how it is. So in episode 94, I wanted to let y'all know that as your big for everybody that can hear me, see me, watch me, listen to me, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Do me a quick or easy favor. Just share it. You know, that's all. If there's anything that you've seen during the last whatever time it was, just share. You can like it, you can comment, but share it because that's how it grows exponential. If you're rocking with me, rock with me like you say you do. You did.
Exactly.
Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with Taking No Shorts podcast. I am your host, Jay Grizzly Green. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace and love.
We talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Now I gotta talk, we all gotta be quiet. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding. I'm a man. I'm 40.
And now your host, Taking No Shorts podcast, Jay Grizzly.